Hello and welcome to a new video, and it's time for a new pickups video, and this time it's of a video game, and as you can see it's of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now I'm kind of behind in terms of the Call of Duty games. I used to play them quite regularly when the new releases came out, but because obviously my interest in it have kind of waned a little bit, and mostly because of the price of the actual games, I've kind of as before, I'm really behind. I think the last one I played, and I think I did a playthrough of, was, I think it's Modern, I think it's I'm trying to think, I think it's Advanced Warfare, if I'm correct. It's the one with, well, basically it's the one with Kevin Spacey, who was the villain in it. So that's the last one I've ever played. And the newer Call of Duty games that have come out of recent, for example Black Ops 6, I've played the multiplayer open betas when it comes to the multiplayer sections of the new games, but obviously not the full package of the new game. So Black Ops 6 was the first time that I pretty much bought a Call of Duty game on day of release, and it was pretty much because on the Asda Reward app they gave me like £15 off of the game. And then I had some other points that on the Asda Reward app, so I used that to get the game really cheap. So I don't have a problem with that. So in doing that, and also most of the time when it comes to the Call of Duty games, I used to buy them pretty much all on PlayStation. But ever since that I've had an Xbox One S and now a Series X, pretty much how it is now, it's pretty much a free-for-all, in the sense of that whichever, especially if I'm buying the game secondhand, for example, like what I've done with this, whichever platform is selling it for the cheapest, that's where I tend to go now when it comes to buying them. So this was £12 in CX a few months ago, and it was even at one point even 15. So it's always been at 15 for quite a long while. And I remember taking I tried to buy it before a couple of months ago, and it was really cheap, but it wasn't as cheap as it was, as it's clearly labelled there. And what ended up happening was that they accidentally put the wrong sticker in it, so I didn't end up getting it. And then when I went to go and get it today, it was £10, and last week it was 12, and then a week before that they never had it. And then when I went to check on the PlayStation 5 version of it, it was like 15 quid for Modern Warfare 2. So I thought it was an easy choice of just buying it for the Xbox Series X. Now, as you can see, this is a dual release, so this version of it works on the Xbox One, and it is also optimized for the Xbox Series X. Now, I didn't realize that the box for the Xbox One and the Series X are actually different. So obviously the difference is that on the Xbox Series X you get the full cover, and then obviously on the Xbox One you've got the little banner across, the plastic banner across there which just says Xbox One. So the cover art is a lot bigger. So there was a case that I was trying to change for, I think it was Dead Space, and then I realised that I was going to swap it for an Xbox One case, and I realised that it didn't fit. So that's that. So, but yeah, I'm glad I've kind of got it. So now, in terms of the Call of Duty games, what I basically need now is Modern Warfare 3, and I don't know if I've got, I know that one of the Black Ops is multiplayer on it, so I probably won't be bothering with that, and Call of Duty Vanguard. So those two are the ones that I actually need, because mostly I play, to be honest, the campaigns more than I did the multiplayer, because obviously you need to have, regardless of whether it's on Xbox or PlayStation, you need some form of online membership to play the multiplayer anyway, unless it's on open beta, which all they do, their free weekends on it on PlayStations. That's the only way of getting it, and the membership these days on either console are getting really expensive. So I tend to just stick to the campaign story, which is, it's good enough for me. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, there were the previous one to that was Modern Warfare. Both games are remakes of Modern Warfare 1 and 2, which released on the 360 and PS3. And I know that they recently re-released both of those games being remastered for both Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Now, I don't know with the remakes whether or not they've added or, more gameplay elements or storylines to the actual game with it being a remake, or if it's a like-for-like remake from the original. So I have no idea because I don't remember it that far back. So anyway, we'll try to take off the stickers. Now my luck, I know some of the case is going to be a bit damaged because they tend to be, because when you don't see the stickers. And then, because as you can see, that's coming off. And you can see that that's the sticker that was on there. And you can see there was a previous one underneath it. Because they just, well, it looks like they tried to take it off and couldn't get it completely off. Which is a complete pain in the backside. So I'm going to do my best to try and take this off. There's that bit off. It says, looking at the thing now, underneath it now, it says requires content download. So I don't know what it means by that. Normally when I see stuff like that, it's usually on the Switch. Because obviously with the cartridges being obviously a lot smaller, that you have to download some parts of the game, because obviously they don't want to sit there and spend the money out on buying a bigger cartridge. I've got most of it off. But it looks like that whoever it was that did it couldn't get all the previous label off, so they've just left they tore off them and just covered it, which is a pain, because if you're somebody that wants to get rid of it, which obviously you do, because it has no benefit, in all honesty. Right, got that off. There's only a little bit left. Yeah, it is an utter pain when they do that. Where they just stick over they put a sticker over a sticker. They don't completely get all of it off. Yeah, it looks like I've got virtually all of it off now. Don't know if that's some of it looks like there's damage to the plastic, so, which again is rather unfortunate, because this was the last one I had. Sometimes you're lucky because they have more than one case, and a lot of the cases I've seen with some of the stuff, it's the cases are completely mangled. Oh, so I've got some of the sticker on me now. I've got most of it off. Pretty much. Yeah, it's got most of it off. So it doesn't look too bad. I suppose a little bit of damage to the case, to the plastic bit. Not too much. To a point. The most important thing for me is as long as the case isn't cracked to hell, or the disc isn't scratched or cracked, that's for me is the main thing. And or the inlay card, the inlay for the actual artwork. And we've got at the back, we've got that, and it says the best-selling franchise on Xbox. You've got the campaign, multiplayer, and the special ops. For the Xbox Series X, optimized for the Xbox Series X, smart delivery, online multiplayer 2 to 64, cross-gen play, so obviously you'll be able to play against other people, whether they're on PlayStation or on PC, cross-play, generation play, cross-platform play, so that's really cool there, 4K Ultra HD and Dolby Atmos. So if you've got the latest cinema setup, then you're going to be in for a treat with that on this game. And especially, obviously, I know with people who play the game online, so if you're basically got you've got a good cinema setup or a good headphones, you can hear where people are, especially if they're running around like a madman. So sound will be a advantage. Again, all you get here, got the sticker still left on my hand, and you could just get the disc, which I did inspect before I started filming, and there was a fingerprint on there, and I just managed to clean that off using a lint-free cloth, so it's completely clean now. I don't mind fingerprints because at least very easy to come off. But when you've got obviously like cracks and scratches, then that's a whole completely different ball game in terms of trying to get rid of all that. But as I said, now all I really need to get now is because Call of Duty Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3, which I saw in there for not a bad price, but I think for that I'm just gonna wait until it drops down to a reasonable price, what I think is reasonable, and then I will get it. And so regardless whether it's on Xbox or PlayStation, because obviously I've got the benefit of having both systems, so I can pick and choose as to which system is going to be cheaper. And yeah, I'm going to have to give it a little bit of more of a clean, because there's still some of the sticky residue that that seems to happen with a lot of the CX labels, which are rather annoying. But yeah, I will be doing a playthrough of the campaign of this game, and obviously but what I will be doing is I will whatever it was the last one, the next one in this series that I haven't played yet, then that'll be the next one. And then what we'll do is we'll work our way down, all the way down to the last release, which was obviously Black Ops 6. So obviously so stay tuned for that on my YouTube channel. Obviously with this being an expert version, what I'm probably gonna have to do is obviously do it on Twitch and then export the videos straight to YouTube. So this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One. And as I said before, it says in the left bottom corner, it does require content download, so bear that in mind and make sure you've got enough space on your hard drive to do so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I would highly appreciate that. That will allow people to find my YouTube channel. Now, this is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channels are put and displayed on the YouTube recommendation page. So it will be nice to find some new subscribers who can check out my content. And if you already haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, whether it's video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collection, Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, my limited edition DVDs, which I've done 1 or 2 in the past. I also did something VHS related, which was from, by the time this upload, you would have seen Back to the Future on VHS. Obviously, VHS was the format before DVD, so I hope people enjoyed that video, me going down my memories of Back to the Future and VHS in general. So if you're into all that, then consider subscribing. Also, I do comic book stuff, where it's comic books, old and new, especially with new releases, especially with the Absolute DC series and the Miles Morales Spider-Man, which I know people like. My comic book collection, comic book graphic novels, comic book figures and statues. Now, I did do a figure of Superboy Prime, which I did do an unboxing a few months ago, and let me say that it's a fantastic figure, so please check out that video. And if you're a Superman fan, a DC fan, or an overall a superhero fan in general, please watch that video, and I would definitely recommend picking up that figure. It's really detailed, and for what you get and I got mine for a very good price, which I think I would have said in the video. So, and it stands proudly with the rest of my figures on my Blu-ray cases. I do have more statues and figures coming out, which will be DC and Marvel related. Some I got during for Christmas, January sale, previous Christmases and January sales, and from previous birthdays as well. So I'm gonna get cracking on doing those eventually. Also, I do food and drink reviews. So by the time this by the time this video goes up, you would have seen the McDonald's their Philly cheese stack. I did a review of that. Also their Shamrock milkshake, which I did as a YouTube short, so that would have been up. So yeah, anytime there's something of interest when it comes to food, I will do, or drink, I will do a review of it. I also do beauty products as well, whether it's facial washes, shower gels, bath salts, aftershaves, body lotions, etc., etc. When I see a new product that tickles my fancy, I'm always down for checking them out and then comparing it to other products I've used in the past. So yeah, I do videos of that. Clothing pickups, whether they're t-shirts, footwear, tracksuits, etc., sportswear. I've done that in the past, and I've got some footwear stuff, well, two more coming up on my YouTube channel, which I think people are absolutely going to enjoy. I also do showcase art books, which are video game, TV show, and movie related. The last one I did on that was Black Panther Wakanda, which was absolutely fantastic, and the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising, which was a fantastic art book, and for what it was originally worth to what I got it for me was an absolute bargain. So those two videos are already up as well. I do movie and TV show reviews and recommendations. Again, those are subjective because obviously it's my opinion. So I know not necessarily everyone's going to agree with me on my opinion, on my thoughts on a particular movie or TV show. So kind of bear that in mind. It's just my opinion. So I think what else will I do? Trying to think. And also I do a monthly vlog, which tells you what I've been up to the current month, what we're up to for the next month. Rant videos when they're deemed necessary. YouTube shorts, gadgets, memorabilia, and memorabilia as well. I've got the memorabilia I've got in question is Back to the Future related, which I think people are gonna enjoy once I decide to get that video filmed. So I think what else and what I do, but there's loads of stuff that I do my channel. I've done a couple of appliance unboxings, whether microwaves, carpet cleaners, vacuum cleaners. So it's whenever those items come about when they're needed, when I'll buy them, and then I'll unbox them, and then also I'll do follow-up reviews on what on what I think and whether or not they're money for value. So I know I've got to do two more. One of them is almost 5 years late, so to speak, but there's no time like the present, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, there's loads and loads of stuff on my YouTube channel. There's going to be loads of content coming up through in the next weeks, months, and throughout the year, and maybe into next year. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Christmas of 2023, we hit 500 YouTube subs. Early 2024, we hit 600, and as of now, which is the 1st of April, we've hit over 800 YouTube subscribers. So again, a big thank you to all the YouTube subscribers. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be where it is today. So a big thank you to everybody that subscribed, asked questions, or left nice comments, and also the viewership as well, the views in the videos, should I say. So a big thank you to everybody, that old and new, that subscribed to my YouTube channel. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the content that I'm providing, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to 900 subscribers and then the big 1,000 hopefully in the next few months, or maybe by the end of the year or this time next year. So again, big thank you to every single one of you that subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. I also live stream on Twitch, but mainly I don't have a set schedule in there, and it's mainly to do with my personal life and health issues. So it's really, so for me, it's more of a day-by-day basis of when I can and can't stream. To find me on Twitch, it's the same name as my YouTube name. Just add the numbers 76. I will leave the link in the description box. Also, on the rare occasion I do live stream on YouTube, it will be mainly casual gaming, so it'll be beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, platform games, sports games, things like that. Nothing too strenuous. If you can't make the live streams, that's not a problem. I will keep the videos up of when I do live stream. Although it would be nice to have some live viewership when I do live stream. So hit that notification bell. And it just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and I will speak to you again in my next video. Bye for now.